A nursing home company is accused of bilking the federal government out of hundreds of millions of your tax dollars. And today, the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Nashville announced that Signature Healthcare has agreed to pay more than $30 million to settle the case. Our consumer investigator Jennifer Krause breaks down just what happened.
Roy, Signature Healthcare allegedly charged the government for services at its nursing homes that patients didn't need and sometimes they didn't even get. And this was all discovered because two women working at Signature's facility in Columbia saw what was going on and they knew it was wrong.
There were a couple of times when things happened with patients where, we would just look at each other and say, we just can't do this. We just cannot do this anymore.
Leanne Holt and Christy Emerson are the whistleblowers who exposed a company-wide system of overbilling the federal government by Signature Healthcare. The Louisville, Kentucky-based company runs more than 100 skilled nursing homes, including 7 in Middle Tennessee. Among them, Metro's long-term care facility in Bordeaux. The women were occupational therapists at the company's facility in Columbia when they sued Signature as whistleblowers, reporting the fraud and alleging the company was overcharging the federal government by providing more therapy than necessary and claiming patients were getting more therapy than they were actually receiving.
It wasn't an easy decision.
The women say before filing their suit, they repeatedly went to administrators, all the way up to the corporate office.
No one was doing anything, but the more we reported, the more they came in and just started pushing back on us.
Emerson and Holt say they were pretty sure it wasn't just happening at their facility. And they were right. According to court documents, state and federal investigators discovered Signature was knowingly submitting false claims to Medicare for rehabilitation therapy services that were not reasonable or necessary at 115 of its facilities, a total of $232 million in false claims. The company also allegedly forged documents submitted to Tennessee's Medicaid program, leading to another $12 million in fraudulent reimbursements. The Department of Justice just announced a settlement in the case in which Signature admitted no wrongdoing but agreed to pay $30 million. The women are disappointed that it wasn't more, but
what we feel really good about is that the government saw the problem and they, agreed that here is a problem and there's concern and changes need to be made.
Holt and Emerson say it wasn't just that taxpayers' money was lost, but elderly patients suffered too, being forced to undergo excessive and exhausting treatments. Their attorney, Jerry Martin, calls the settlement significant.
And that agreement will hopefully go a long way to making sure that this never happens again.
Signature Healthcare said in a statement today, this settlement allows us to move forward in serving our residents and families with quality health care and a commitment to compassion. Meanwhile, both of the women you just heard from will get a share of today's settlement. They are also seeking damages for retaliation. They say Signature fired them after they filed their whistleblower suit.